Right guys, what 4% body fat actually looks like is this. Vascularity all over the arms, as you can see. Striations in the shoulder. You should be able to see pretty much all the veins around your abdomen, you see? Clear vascular components. Around the chest, pectoral, striations in the chest, visible striations in the chest muscle. Absolute clarity, and my lighting is terrible, as you can see. You should be able to see the main veins under the armpit, serratus anterior and small vascular components, as well as veins across the latissimus dorsi. Can you see the latissimus dorsi veins, the oblique muscles, and obviously you can't go behind myself, you can see the striations in my erector spinae profile. And the legs, you can see total vascularity of the legs, all the way down to the calf, see? All the way down to the calf, all the way up the front quad, see? Total striations again. Remember, my lighting is terrible. Using the Samsung A16, so the best camera in the world. So if I had the super camera, you'd be able to see even clearer. Teardrop muscle there. Visible, obviously, abdominal definition, all abs visible. Skin fold, no more than 0.5 millimeter, as you can see. Skin fold. Skin fold again, as you can see. I'll show you the skin fold on the quads. Callipers ain't gonna get nothing off that. See, skin again. Skin on the chest. Obviously the arms, 0.5 meter recording arms, you can see. Barely anything. And the face, invisible grunting of the zygomatic bone and the mandibular aspects. Striations in the deltoid, subacromial visibility, clavicular striations, see, sternoclavicular striations. This is what 4% towards basically 4, just below 5% body fat. The InBody Scan does say I'm 3%, but you know, based on the vascularity. Right, the reason why I'm all dressed up now is because I decided to add this section onto the video last minute. I think probably more than likely when people find my video, and however many years or days to come, they're probably going to want to ask me the nature of how I got so lean. Obviously, I'm a natural athlete. I will be doing follow-up Dexa scans after this video. I mean, it depends on how popular this video gets, but I will do a Dexa scan. I will do blood work. My background, I'm a sports clinical therapist, so I work with hematological sciences and blood work and so on. Don't want to make this video too long because I don't think people are going to watch all of it, so I tried to condense it down. I think the first thing people need to understand when it comes to trying to get really lean is you must understand that fat and glucose are primarily energy sources, as well as muscle tissue, but the body will always prioritize breaking down fats and sugars before breaking down muscle, and it will break down muscle to some extent. But also I think people need to have an understanding as well of, there's a lot I'd love to explain, which I'm definitely going to make a separate video for, because I did approach this very clinically. But exercising fasted and using fat as your main fuel consumption is by far the best way to achieve this lower body fat composition. All my workouts were done after an 18-hour fast, so I'm well in ketosis at that point. Number two, I didn't get the side effects that many people complain about. I think a lot of people who do get this lean, who make videos now in modern day, often are doing it for the aesthetics, or they're doing it on the back end of bodybuilding, or they've done it for the appearance. I've achieved this leanness through performance, so there was going to be a very different biological substructures that would have taken place that meant I didn't get side effects. So because I did mostly endurance training, cardio, burpees, running, tons of cardio, kilometers of running, my cardiovascular system was exceptional. My resting heart rate was 49, and I achieved most of this through an aerobic zone training with anaerobic thresholds. So my glycogen depletion, my body's able to manage glycogen depletion, meant I didn't have the same ghrelin sensitivity, the same hunger strikes. It also meant I could consume a lot more calories. When my average calorie intake was 3,000 and my expenditure was 5,000. I was doing 10K runs every day, 15K runs every day at tempo. So we're doing 15K runs in 1 hour daily, yeah? I have no background in athletics. max. I've trained since I was 18 years old. I'm 33 now. And so I've already had the endurance, I already had the musculature and the nervous system to handle such taxing workouts so continuously. And I was already able to do this in a fasted state. I think what was definitely quite fascinating for me was how much lean muscle mass I was able to uphold, even though I was only having 80 grams of protein a day. I was having more than that. My objective was not to grow muscle or even really to try to sustain too much muscle. My objective was to get as lean as I could, as fit as I could, feel as healthy as I could, and be as fast as I can. So I did everything kind of aimed towards that. I had a high carb diet, but remember, I didn't train until after every 18, 19 hours. I'll make a separate video delving more into detail, but I think what I've given you in this video is enough to suffice the video I've just made. Peace out, guys. Subscribe if you like the video and leave a comment as well, man. Natural athlete like me, all natural as you can tell, no excess muscle to think otherwise, and no performance enhancing drugs, and that's what you get, you know. If there was one side effect, I probably would say my resting heart rate got really low, and when I was in the fasted state it got lower. I did get a high basal temperature and I got really, really, really frigging cold.